This is a video for Chapter 9, which is the first chapter on arrays. And this particular program is going to initialize two parallel arrays, one with the SEC West schools and the other array, an integer array that has the rankings at the end of the 2009 season. Then I've got an index that is set to 0. I'm going to use that in a function that we're going to actually create here, and then string school, where that's the variable that the user is going to actually input the name of a Western Division college. Then what we're going to do is use the function to return the correct position in the array for the ranking and then print that out. So what I have is the main body of the program. Down here I'm asking for the user to enter the name of the school, and I'm using the getLine function because a couple of my schools actually have blank spaces in them, so I couldn't use just a plain CN. And then my while loop is while school is not equal to N, but I've told the user to type in N to actually exit the loop. Then we come in and I've got to still put the call to the function in and create the function, but once the function returns a value, we're checking for a 99. If that occurs, it's invalid, otherwise it's going to print it out. And then at the bottom is my secondary read, which allows me to enter the next set of data. So what I'm going to do is come back up here to the top and start creating the function, and it's going to be an integer function, which means that it's going to return a single value. I'm going to call it find index, and I'm going to pass to it the array string college, and I'm also going to pass the school. So there's my function prototype statement, and I can copy all but the semicolon there and use it down here underneath function main to start my function heading and my function body. So I'm going to paste it in with Control V and then open up the braces here for my function. So inside here what we want to do is loop, and I can declare my I here locally, start it at 0, check to see if I'm at the end of the loop. So my check is I is less than 6, because I have 6 elements in my array and the subscripts are 0 through 5. Then increment I. So there's my for loop, and it's only going to have one statement. That is, if my college array, which as I step through the loop has a subscript of I, is equal to the school the user input, if that is true, then I want to actually return the value of I, because it means that I am at the right place with the right index. And then if it comes all the way through there and doesn't ever find the correct school, it means that I input the name wrong, so I'm going to return 99. And then I'm going to close my function. And that's my test up here inside my while loop, that if the index is equal to a 99, it was an invalid school name. Otherwise, I should have gotten a 0 through a 5, which is one of the positions of my schools, and it will come back and print the actual conference ranking for that particular school. So I need to add the line here inside the while loop that's going to call my function. So I'm going to set index equal to my function, which is find index, and I am passing to it college, and the only thing that I have to actually type in here is the name of the array, because that is a pointer to the first element in the array, so I am passing by reference, just using the array name, and then also the value stored in school. So I have my prototype statement for find index here at the top, my function call that's going to return my integer position in the array college of the school, and will also indicate where and which number should print out for the ranking. and then my function down at the bottom. So I'm going to build again and see if we get a successful build. We did. So I'm going to start without debugging, and the first school I'm going to put in, and of course I do have to spell exactly right. I'm going to put in Alabama. The conference ranking for Alabama is number 1. I need a space between the name of the school and the rest of that phrase. So I need to come back in here and add that space. Build again, and I could do Control F5, which would give me the opportunity to build as well as to run the program. So we'll start again. Let's put in Auburn. Ranked number 5. Let's put in Mississippi State. And Mississippi State is ranked 6. Let's put in Michigan, which is not in our list. It returns a 99, so we get invalid school name. And as I've prompted the user, I can type end here to exit the loop, and I am finished.